I want to check if I'm focused, and I have to do that with this. I've got the squeakiest shit. Maybe I can oil this thing. I should oil this thing. I've only got olive oil. I have to see where the sound comes from. This is making a squeaky sound. But I don't know. Ooh. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 62 of the 10-minute modeling challenge. And I know exactly what you're thinking. Since I had this thing for the intro, I'm going to be modeling a battleship. And you're right, I'm going to be modeling a battleship. And I'm going to be inspired by Bismarck. I'm not going to be making it look exactly like Bismarck because A, I don't exactly know what Bismarck looked like. And B, I won't have time to do something that looks like Bismarck. So I'll be Bismarck inspired. If you don't know what Bismarck was, it was a big battleship that didn't see a lot of actions during World War II. It was one of the biggest and baddest ships around, but I don't think it really saw that much battle. I think it sank pretty fast. So anyway, I'm going to be making something that's inspired by Bismarck, and it'll be like a World War II battleship of some sort anyway. So a lot of steel, a lot of wood decking, and a lot of barrels, guns. Shooting things. Also, a lot of fun to see a lot of activity on the line war video. Finally, we got to reveal a little bit about our game. So check out the description now as well. If you missed that video, go back and check it. I released it just the other day. I'll put a link to the new Line War channel. We're really excited to release some more information about this game, and we're going to be streaming some matches. And in fact, we might even stream matches sooner than you think. It might even be after this video. Alright, so stay tuned. Make sure that you check out some Line War matches. But now, let's model ourselves a battleship. World War II style. I searched for battleship, and then we had a few names pop up here. We had Ivan Vukor, which I can't pronounce your name, I'm very sorry about that. But Ivan, you asked only 2 hours ago, can I model a battleship? And yes, I can, bro. Thanks a lot. And we had Charles Selrach. Oh yeah, you're the one who requested loads of different things. Good ideas, thanks. You also said a battleship. And we had Mohammed Javad. Okay, Mohammed Javad Sherzaid. Mohammed Javad Sherzaid. You also requested a battleship. And we had Magnus 6 months ago. Battleship next time. I'm a big fan of naval stuff. So I thought you said naval fluff first, but it said naval stuff. Doing that, I did a carrier back in the day, but like you rightly said, a carrier is not a battleship. They have very different roles, distinct roles. Eric Carroll, 7 months ago, you said battleship. Oh, I should also say before I get started, because I know this is going to come up in the chat comments and also in the comments of this video, where are the results from Monthly Challenge 1? And what about Monthly Challenge 2? Is that up? And yes, Monthly Challenge 2 is up today. From the Discord server. The Discord community has been modeling like crazy. And in fact, you've been modeling so good that I'm having a really difficult time assembling everything. But I am working on it, and you can't wait too long for something good. So just stay tuned, be patient, subscribe if you haven't already, and the results will come in. So it'll just be bundled. It'll be bunched up a little closer to each other. And I might have to ask my admins for a little bit of help, or at least set together a panel. Because I don't think I'll be able to fit all of these modeling things in every month, because I'm already getting stacked up on the second month. All right, so with that said, let's go. Ready, steady, go. We're off, yes. Oh, not a good start. A to select everything. Scale, Y, 7, should be good. Control R, let's do 8 loop cuts. Right click to snap them back. And now shift select these two and bring, oh, I have to do, of course, auto mirror. So now we'll move those in, scale Y, and bring that in. Okay, and let's go to top view maybe. Alt Z to see through, 1 to see the vertices. And you might think that the battleships don't have this shape, but hey, I've sort of checked just before I started, and they do tend to look a little bit like this shape. They have like a bit of a bubble here on the middle. So maybe something like this should do. All right, but they're definitely not this high, so let's do this. Hold the control key, snap it down to there. Control R, let's get like a line here. Side view, 1 on the keypad. See the side view there, and B to box select. Or you don't actually have to do. I don't know why I keep doing that, because all you have to do is just click like that and drag. But it used to be B, I think. And then G to move that up to there. Control R for a loop cut. Select those. G, it goes up a little bit here to catch the splashes. So that's going to be the front shape. We've got 8:37 on the clock there. On the back here as well, we have to slide this in. I'm not actually going to do the propellers and stuff, because in a game this would be under the water, so it'd probably be waste of modeling, and I don't really have time for that. So Maybe like this should do. Well, it's gonna have to do. So let's Alt Z to get rid of that see-through. Let's Shift select all the way back to there. Okay, Control select I was gonna do. Scale X0, and then just bring this all the way in. And I actually forgot that one, but that's okay. All right, that's the main shape of the ship, but we should colorize it as well. Alt Z to see that. Make sure we've got 3 selected for the faces, and G, and get a red paint job at the bottom here. Okay, Alt Z to get off that. And now we'll do the decking here. So just Control selected there, I to inset, B for boundary to get the center thing sorted, E to extrude down. Actually, I should do it a little bit thinner because it's just like a thin railing there. E to extrude down just a tiny bit so we get the there. G to move that on. There's our wood decking color, too dark, maybe a bit brighter. There we go. All right, 7:25 on the clock. So here we're gonna do just grab these two, Shift D to duplicate it. My favorite thing to do, separate that geometry a little bit internally there. G to select a steel color there, E to extrude. And here I'm just gonna have to like literally wing it because I have no recollection of exactly what it looked like. I think it was a bigger lump in the front here. And I'm gonna Shift select a few of those. I to inset, let's do like a wood decking here, I think. E to extrude, wood, here we go. I nearly said something stupid there. Let's grab more steel colors there. Here, we'll do, okay. I to inset again, E to extrude. Here's another wood deck. I have no idea if I'm making this cake the right way. Well, I'm gonna have to do I to inset, E to extrude. Okay, let's bring that one back. So let's apparently not make this Bismarck because I'm probably way off already. But let's just keep baking this. I to inset, E to extrude. I to inset, E to extrude. Okay, I'm way off here. Maybe there's I to inset. We'll do like a little front decking here. And here I to inset. Oh no, I'm saying the wrong thing even. E to extrude. Let's move this. Okay, E to extrude. Like some sort of a bridge here, I think. E to extrude, S to scale on the y-axis, E to extrude that on. Okay. I to inset, E to extrude. Okay, that's gonna have to do. We'll do something here as well. E to extrude. Oh, multi-select, E to extrude. Maybe bring that down. Don't know what this is, but I'm just... Apparently I've gone way off my plan here. So let's just make something happen. E to extrude that on. I to inset. I'll just make some details. How about that? Something that could be found on a battleship, possibly. At least we're going to put some cannons on this thing anyway. Let's put the chimney here. So I to inset. And Shift D, I'm going to... Oh no, E to extrude that on. And now Shift D. I want to duplicate this one to a separate geometry. E to extrude it. And here I'm going to scale it. Scale X0 to flatten it. Bring this one up. And I to inset that one. And E to extrude. Move it in a little bit. That's going to be like the interior of the chimney. So let's just make that black. Control R. Control R. Maybe we'll do this one slightly bigger. Alt E to extrude long face normals. Okay. 436 already. Okay, I have to put something in the back here as well. So let's grab these. Shift D, duplicate them. I have to do some cannons as well. So E to extrude that on. L to select linked. G. Grab some grays here again. And we'll do the same here. I to inset. E to extrude. And wood. And then we'll do Shift D, scale. We'll make some tiers here as well. Maybe we'll just do 2 here. Gray color and I to inset. Okay, I won't have really time to do anything more. So now let's start putting some cannons on here. We should do that. Maybe a mast or something. Sometimes they add like communication masts. Scale X. How am I doing? 351. Okay. Scale. Okay, we'll make it a little bit thinner. It's always tricky to scale when you've got put this one here. Scale Z. So they have to communicate. I don't think they need sails, but they have some sort of a communication antennas, I'm sure. All right, now let's put some cannons on here. So we'll grab maybe just this face here. That one. Shift-D, duplicate it. Losing my voice. I tend to do that on my 10-minute modeling challenges. Maybe I'm nervous. I haven't been nervous in a while, but I feel a little bit nervous now. So here I'll do E to extrude that one. Shift-D to duplicate that one. Let's bring that one up. Control-R, loop cut it. So we can make a little bit of a round shape for the turret base here. And scale Y and bring this one in as well. So that's going to be the base of the turret here. Scale that one up a bit. E to extrude, make it a bit longer. So I'll do Control R, loop cut that one, scale X, like this. 2 minutes, okay. I'm starting to feel stressed now. Why am I feeling stressed today? I do not know. Maybe because I still have lots of cannons to do. E to extrude, S to scale, and because this is not looking like Bismarck. So let's scrap that title. Let's just make a battleship instead. Shift-D, duplicate, scale Y, 0. And I have to get the clipping off now. Scale it down. And I'll have to Control R, and then select these and do the loop tools for the circle. And let's see. Okay. Nervous. Why am I nervous today? G, move it. It's 2 minutes to go. I to inset. E to extrude. S to scale. Alright. And I don't know if I should do something else here. Why am I wasting my time? Clipping should be on again. Okay, I have to do this now because I have to L, and L this. Select the linked. Scale it down a little bit. It's a little bit too big. Move it back to there. Shift-D to duplicate it. I think there should be one here actually. Control plus. Let's slide this forward. Ah, 1 minute to go. I don't really want that. I want to extend this one. Okay, I have to do this instead then. E to extrude that one. Because I need to bring this one up. And I've lost the turret base there, but I'm gonna have to live with that. It's the down inside. L to select that one. Move that down. I've got 56 seconds to go. Okay, so Shift-D to duplicate that one. Move it back. Rotate Z. Oh no, I can't. Scale X minus. Scale X minus 1. No, scale Y minus 1. Alt N. Recalculate outside. There we go. Let's put one there. It's probably too far back. We'll have to live with that. Up to there. 30 seconds. Scale that one down a bit. And Shift-D, duplicate that one. And Alt-P. On Alt-P that, or P. Separate by selection. 16 seconds to go. Down at tab into edit mode. L, select this linked. Control A to apply the modifier. Hello. 5 seconds to go. Now I know why I was nervous. Because I failed. So episode 62 of the 10-minute modeling challenge, my friends. I failed. So this is going to be the new mascot now for failure. Ah, okay. It's hitting me hard. Ooh. It's a bit like Bismarck's story, I think. A grand big battleship that was built and it didn't get to flex its muscles. It didn't, well, I don't have any muscles to flex, but I'm gutted now. 1 minute of silence for the failure. half the time of silence have gone past. Only 20 seconds to go now. Still anxious. There we go. Feels a little bit better now. I saved it as 10-minute failure here, and first of all, it doesn't look like Bismarck. It's not got enough cannons for a battleship. One cannon is flying, that's pretty impressive. What I meant to do with this was, let's just give it a little bit of attention now. So what I meant to do with this is that I was gonna pick this one here, and I separated it into a different object, because then I could move it into like this. I could tab here, move it into here, to the side, tab out of edit mode, shift select this one and press Ctrl J, and that merges this separate object into the one that was mirrored. And it's a beautiful way to get cannons on both sides here. So, I don't know why I'm still feeling sad here. These are way too far apart, so I would ideally move these together. Not too picky, since I've already failed, I'm not going to do it exact anyway, but roughly like this would be symmetrical. I would have wanted to make this one scale it X a little bit narrower and longer. And I'm not mirrored anymore now, sorry. And I would have, oh, like I said, I'm not mirrored. I'm not listening to myself even. This is a tough day for me. And let's just pretend I'm still on the clock, shall we? Alt-E, extrude long face normals, scale Z, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Something like that. Maybe I would have brought this up if I had time left to make it a little bit more interesting. L to select the linked, L to select the linked. And then I would have put some cannons here, I would have put some cannons up here. Rotate Z, no, that's okay. They don't even fit there, see? They can be on the edge here. I would have put even more cannons here on the front. Rotate Z 180. 180! I used to watch Dart for some reason. And I'd put a set of cannons there. I'd probably put even more in the front here. Scale those down a little bit. I would have scaled it down and put some here. And just because we can, I would have scaled them down and put them up here as well. Maybe some anti-aircraft things. They should have probably been a different design, of course. But we can make them a little bit smaller. So something like that would have been nice to, if I would have fitted it in the time. And I would have also fixed this. These are too far apart, so I would have pressed L, moved those in. I would have selected these, moved those in. And I would have made it a little bit longer in the back here as well. Control R. I would have done the same here, some sort of a feature. Maybe I'll just do E to extrude, S to scale that one. I to inset. Would have done something like a hatch, maybe. Hatchimal. I would have made it fit here by doing this. I'm speaking like I pretend that this is what I would have done. I would have pressed L. I want to scale this one. I would have pressed L here to select the linked and then moved it down. You get the point. And then I would have deleted this. And I would have duplicated this better one. L, L, L. Shift D to duplicate that. That's what I would have done. I would have moved that one down there. I'd have deleted these hideous things that I created. I would have pressed L here. Actually, this is going to be part of the bonus tip. I was thinking about this. So for the sake of not cheating and for the sake of the bonus tip here, that can stay there. I pressed to flip this one. If I try to rotate this on the Z axis, you see it breaks itself. So if you want to have if you want to be in edit mode here and change it to flip it, I would have pressed scale Y minus 1. And you can see that it flips it around like this, but it also flips the normals. If you don't see through it, it's probably because you have forgotten or you haven't opted not to check this box, backface culling, because then it looks like everything's fine, but everything is not fine. You make sure when you model, this is a must, a requirement. Go to this one and press backface culling, because you need to know if they're facing the wrong way, because game engines will not render the wrong side. So as you can see, this looks totally broken, but I can press Alt-N and recalculate outside, and that flips the normals back. And this is one of the reasons why I still haven't released the city model, because out of the 140 blocks that came in, quite a few of them had separate objects and quite a few of them had flipped normals. So it's been a real big hassle to try to change these, but I can't disqualify people for some reason. I just need to fix those and make sure that they end up in the final render. So, but just be aware of that backface culling. Make sure that you have that enabled so you can make sure that your faces are facing the right way. Let's move that one down there. I wonder if I would have had time, I probably would have made these a little bit longer as well. Maybe they ended up a little bit too short. They should have probably been like this instead. And then I probably would have done I to inset, E to extrude, Control plus to expand that selection, and gone dark there as well. So Shift D, oh, the bottom one here as well. I would have pressed I to inset and E to extruded that down a bit and made that wood as well. And then I probably would have stuck some windows on here as well, just for desperation. I would have pressed, but I would have put some windows here. So I would have pressed Control R, loop cut that one for an unnecessarily amount of geometry here. I to inset again. Make those black. Maybe we'll do something here as well. Control R, Control R, Control R, Control R. So we're going from low poly now to many poly. Here you could press F3 and type in checker deselect, and then go dark there. Put some windows on. I could have put some more on. That looks a bit cheesy actually. So, but I'll leave it for now. All right, guys, it's been an emotional episode, this one. Feel terrible. This is episode 62, first major failure of the 10-minute modeling challenge. So let's just reflect on this a little bit. Maybe this is the end of the series. Should I swap out the 10-minute modeling for something else every Thursday, maybe? Or should I just press on? I'm not sure. Put your comments in the comment and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, hit the like button if you like this video, even though I failed, and subscribe if you haven't already, and come back next Thursday for another video of some sort. Maybe 10-minute modeling, maybe something else, we'll find out. Take care, bye for now.